What's going on, everybody? Tyson from BS Card Hub, and we're coming back today with a little trip down memory lane. This is a rip I've been looking to do for about a month and a half, 2 months now since these came out. These are the 2025 Topps Chrome Marvel Blasters. These retail at 30 bucks. When they came out, they were super hyped. Everybody loved them, and they flew off of shelves. They got cleared out online off of Walmart, Target, all the other retailers that had them online, and they immediately hit the secondary market for like 60 to 70 bucks. I wasn't looking to pay that much because I think that's just kind of ridiculous. I finally found a store that had some in stock. It looked like they may have just done a restock. I do know the store is not very highly trafficked for cards, so they had probably about a dozen or so in stock. I picked up 4 just to try them out. I thought about getting more, but I figured if, we do good, maybe I'll go back and get some more. I have a feeling they'll probably still have some in stock next time I get back over there. But I think the reason I really wanted to rip these is just, like I said, it's a trip down memory lane. Quick story time. Back in the 90s when I was a little kid, I had the full sets of the 90s X-Men cards. You can kind of see them in the back. I had binders upon binders of the full sets. I had all the hologram cards, stuff like this. They were super cool, and it was one of those like prized possessions when I was a kid. Unfortunately, I moved a lot, and a lot of that stuff was kind of lost to time and space. I know that at one point when my dad was closing up his card business after the big, the junk wax collapse, a lot of the stuff that I had ended up getting sold as part of the business, which kind of sucks because I'm sure those, 1992 X-Men cards, full sets, I'm sure they're probably worth quite a bit these days. Also bringing out a little bit of a throwback, one that did sort of survive, but that's a 1992 full set of Ghost Rider cards. If, not sure if anybody's actually seen that. It didn't get stored very well. It's kind of been subjected to some harsh conditions over the year of moving, but it's still there, and it's still cool stuff. So that's why I've been really, wanting to rip this stuff open just for a little trip down, memory lane, like I said. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting these opened up. I've watched plenty of videos of this stuff because, like I said, I've been wanting to open it myself, and the cards look super cool, super fun stuff. It's just a matter of, it's just been a rough time actually finding them in stock. So we're looking at, obviously finding a lot of the short print stuff, plenty of numbered. Each box does contain 2 of the yellow lava parallels. So looking at that, just toss that aside there. At least 2 lava parallels, looking for some good characters there. I'm sure my kid would love it if pulled out and gave him a nice little Spider-Man card. But also to commemorate this, if you haven't noticed there off to the side, I had to also break out my one big tube of Pogs that I had left over that basically been following me around for the last however many decades. I'm not going to date myself too much. But yep, that's my full tube of Pogs. Broke out the slammers and everything. All to pretty much watch and kind of commemorate this little throwback here. So yeah, Pogs, if you know, you know. Back in the day, that was the thing to collect. I remember, like I said, my dad had his own card business. I remember our garage used to be stacked from floor to ceiling. 2-car garage, floor to ceiling, with just cases of Pogs, and we used to have to go through and break them open, put them in tubes. That way you could take them to shows and sell them. So I used to stack, pack those tubes.
Phrase it.
Here we go. Starting off, first pack. There's Daredevil. These cards are gorgeous. They are thick. They're thick cards too. There we go. Gorgon. Jessica Jones, and our first yellow lava is going to be X-23. Absolutely take that. Those are pretty thick cards. They are very nice. So these are super sturdy cards. That's what Topps Chrome Baseball should be if they want to charge, you know, $70 for mega boxes and $40 for blaster boxes. These are super cool. Crossbones. There's Agatha Harkness, Krakoa, and we're looking at a little Iron Man. There we go. There's Iron Man Gold. That's pretty sick. Invincible Iron Man. Little Iron Man Gold. That's pretty nice. Not numbered. I don't know if that's Iron Man Gold. I wonder if that's a short print, potentially. Seems to, interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know if that's a short print or not, but it seems to spell it out pretty up front that that's a gold card. Interesting. There's Mystique, Lizard. Kid will like that one. Kid's a big Spider-Man fan. There's Lizard, Shatterstar, and Emma Frost on the refractor. So yeah, super nice cards. Like I said, these are insanely thick. I wasn't expecting them to be this thick. I was expecting, you know, your standard 24 to 35 point. They're approximately that, but they feel like they actually feel thick. There's Kronos, Mysterio, there's Echo, and our refractor on the back, Gwen Stacy. Well, 60th anniversary, Gwen Stacy on the refractor. Another cool card. Throw that back there. So yeah, so far I like them. I'm quite happy with this purchase. Silver Samurai. Got Prowler. Moon Knight. And Crossbones on the Yellow Lava. 2 packs left in the first box. I'd say a pretty solid first box so far. Like I said, I am pleased with this. This scratches the itch. Iceman, Iron Fist. There's the Watcher. And Icons, Doctor Doom. Again, not numbered, but still a cool card. That one does have a big old print line going down it. That's cool. We'll kind of see how Doctor Doom works out. It's gonna be weird seeing Robert Downey Jr. no longer Iron Man, but now he's Doctor Doom. So there's Silver Surfer. I had a bunch of Silver Surfer stuff when I was a kid. Nova, and we've got Lockjaw on the refractor, and then on the back, how about a Wolverine? X-Men Giant Size, 50 years. Giant Size anniversary card celebrating 50 years of the comic. Wolverine. So that's pretty sick box, I would say. I would say that's a really good box. As far as I can tell, like I said, not sure. They do have a lot of parallels and inserts and stuff, so some of the stuff may just be standard inserts, standard variations and everything. But they look super cool. The Iron Man is the one I'm going to have to look up just because it does point out that it's gold. So I'm kind of curious if that actually means anything. I do know, I believe in each box they do have an Iron Man cover. There's Forge, Samurai Venom, Yelena, and Kraven. But yeah, I believe they do have one Iron Man cover per box. So it may just be something standard. I just happen to get a gold one. We'll see. So there's Daredevil, Sandman, Circe, and Taskmaster. So I like them. These are super cool. I'm definitely glad I bought these. Like I said, I may have to go back for some more. Would love to find a numbered card or one of the cool little die cuts that have like the Wolverine slash in it. Kind of getting some repeats now. There's Scarlet Witch on the lava. Yeah, I've seen the die cuts with the Wolverine claw slash through them. Those are super cool too. Be fun to collect the whole X-Men gang though. Agatha, yep, we're starting to get some repeats there. There's Mr. Fantastic. So yeah, these were 30 bucks a box. Like I said, if you can find them retail, that's the way to go, just because, you know, I'd rather pay $30 a box than 60 to 70. Shatterstar. I have Iron Fist and Kraven the Hunter, our first numbered card on the Spiderwebs to $3.99. That's $3.37 of $3.99. Kraven the Hunter. Very nice. I have to run out of card stands back there. May have to kick some X-Men out. All right. Oh, no. 2 packs left. 2 packs left in this box. We got Lizard, Kronos, Mysterio, and Spider-Man 2099. If you've seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, definitely did a pretty good job with his character. Spider-Man 2099 on the lava. We've got another gold on the back here. Take a look. It's Iceman, Prowler, Echo, and Iron Man gold again. So this maybe not an actual rare card, but there's Iron Man Total War. Go ahead and put him there, and we got some space. All right, box number 3. I said I got 4 boxes, so appreciate you hanging out for this one. See what we got here. Morales, Lockjaw, and Karnak. Other Marvel anniversaries. This definitely scratches the itch. This is King Conqueror, Wasp, Hellfire, and Taskmaster. Definitely some good, very nice cards. Like, unless you've actually held these in your hand, like it's kind of hard to really, I guess, verbalize. Like, these cards are thick. They're not like super thick to the point where you're going to need bigger top loaders, but they just feel super thick. Like thicker than normal cards. Rogue, Gore, Hawkeye, and Icons Iron Man. They almost feel like they're made of almost like a, I mean, it really does almost feel kind of like a metal. We got Mantis, Ultron, there's Rogue, and Banshee. There we go. Have a little Ghost Spider, Nighthawk, Carol Danvers, and Captain America. One of the better lavas you can get there. A little Captain America action. Very nice. Like I said, I would love to find some more numbered cards. Or one of the die cuts, obviously. Black Bolt. There's Nick Fury. And another Iron Man Gold, Tales of Suspense. Alright, so it does look like we get the Iron Man 1 per box. Cannonball, Hela, Strong Guy, and Taskmaster again. Got a lot of Taskmaster. I think we've already got base, now refractor, and we've gotten a lava. There's a triple Taskmaster. Cloak. There we go, Taskmaster again. Hope Summers. And Jeff the Land Shark. Little lava Jeff. So final box. I would love to get my hands on Hobby, but like I said, Hobby, I think Hobby released it like $300, but now you're basically paying, you know, $600 to $700 for the actual Hobby ones, which is, yeah, no thanks. Not paying $700, you know, more than double. I saw the Sapphire come out. Even that is just, that sold out like immediately. Thor and Kid Juggernaut. First appearance. So these do have the first appearance there. If it's a new character in the Marvel Universe, they do have the first appearance cards. I have not seen any of the Future Stars cards. They do have Future Stars. They do copy a lot of the Topps Chrome stuff. Dazzler, there's Morbius. And Yelena again, and we've got Dark Beast, 30th anniversary. Yeah, if Topps did this design with their baseball stuff, or at least made kind of this quality of card, they might not get as much backlash for the price of Topps Chrome baseball. Because, like, I don't know. These are beefy. These feel good. They look good. There's our first Future Stars, looks like, on the back. They're super cool cards. Forge, we've got Crossbones, Jessica Jones, and our first Future Stars of Spidey Boy. That's a nice one to grab. I know Spider-Man stuff is super popular, but there we go. Future Stars of Spidey Boy. Well, the kid likes Spider-Man. I don't know if he's going to get that one. We'll see. There's Circe. Gorgon again. How about a little Mysterio Refractor? And our final card, we're looking at Spider-Woman. 20 years, New Avengers. There's a little Spider-Woman. Very nice. So that does it. There's 4 boxes. Super cool stuff. If you can find this, like I said, if you can find this at $30 a box, what the actual retail is on this, absolutely smash that buy button. Get it, bring some home, rip it, have some fun. I would not pay the $60 to $70, you know, secondary market from all the people that are just buying it up and reselling it. That's more of just I don't know. That's just a me thing. I know a lot of people probably feel the same way, but I just don't feel like paying resale prices for retail stuff. Kind of sucks, but I mean, that's the way it is. People buy up all the popular stuff and resell it. But yeah, if you can find this stuff, absolutely. Like I said, I may end up getting more. If they still have some in stock, if I can find it. Super cool cards. They are super great quality. Like I said, these are thick cards. They are thick cards, or they at least feel thick. They give the allure of being thick cards. Super good quality. I wish Topps could put that quality into all their stuff. Like if they did their Chrome, stuff like this for like Bowman Chrome, Chrome Baseball, or future-wise Chrome Football, Topps would just kill it. I mean, super cool cards. Anyways, I'm going to stop gushing about it. I'm going to go back through and check these out and probably fawn over them for a little bit longer. Let me know what you thought. Have you opened any of this stuff? Did you like it? Is it cool stuff? I think it's cool, but that's me personally. I may go play some Pogs after this just for old time's sake. Thank you for hanging out today, and I'll catch y'all next time.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore? Which, that's fine, whatever, but if we're doing a new thing and nobody told me, that I'd have a problem with.